Welcome back, Sentinels. Welcome back. Another episode of Black Father Sentinels, where we are changing the narrative of how fathers are depicted as well as discussed in today's society. Now, before we get started with this video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you leave a comment. That's the only way we're going to break this algorithm. All right, letting YouTube know that this is a message that deserves to be out there. All right. So now that we got that out the way, let's jump right into the video. I don't know if you all have watched my previous videos before, but there's one that's called Are We Biased? So I was specifically talking to the fathers in terms of how we interact or engage with our sons as opposed to our daughters, right? We spend more time with our sons because they're like mini us, right? They're mini men, and you know, we've been a young child before, so we know how to kind of entertain them, and we're trying to instill in them the last name, right? But sometimes we kind of, not that we don't spend a lot of times with our daughters, but it's more so we leave that to the mom, right? So ever since that video dropped, I've been very conscientious of how I spend time with my daughter, and you know, how am I going to engage with her, right? So since then, she's been enrolled in a gymnastics class as well as hip hop dancing class. She's doing great in that. She did great in gymnastics, but I wanted to do more, right? So I had to come up with a way. So it took me about a week or so, and this has been going on, what I'm about to describe to you, for like the last, I don't know, say 3 months. I decided that every time my boys get their haircut, which is every 2 weeks, that I want to spend some quality time with my daughter as well in that type of fashion, right? So here's what I came up with. Every time my sons get their haircut, keep in mind every 2 weeks, my daughter is going to alternate. So every 2 weeks, she's going to get her nails done or either her feet done, okay? Now, I just want to walk you through like how this took place the first time we actually went to the nail salon. Now, I'm not a big fan of the nail salon. I don't even like touch the stuff. I'm not one of those guys that get manicures and pedicures. It's just, I don't see the need of it, right? And to be quite honest with you, I probably could just do it myself. The times I went to the nail salon to get a manicure, it was because I was involved in a wedding. And even then, it was just like, it's just a waste of time, but that was a requirement of the groom, so I just obliged. And as I'm looking at it, the only time it really looks good is when you like handing somebody your credit card, right? You can show them that you got your nails done. But outside of that, it's just, to me, it's just a waste of time. Just my opinion, okay? But anyway, so I wake my kids up. It's 8:30 in the morning. I'm sorry, it's 8 a.m. in the morning. We have an 8:30 appointment for both my sons to get their haircut, right? So we get the haircut. My daughter, she's up, ready to rock and roll. I come back to the house to get her. Now it's her turn to get, on this occasion, it was her feet we're going to get done. So she chose her feet first, right? So on the drive over, she just explained it to me like how excited she is. And I'm just like, I'm touched with compassion. I'm like, yo, I'm on the right page with this one, right? I can't wait to share this with the fellas and let them know like, yo, this is another way that you can spend time with your daughter. And so she gets to talking about all this stuff as if she has been there before. And I'm sure she has. I'm sure she's been with her mom. But for me, it was a brand new experience with her and I. And so she was explaining to me, yeah, I'm probably shellac and stilettos and gel. And I literally had to look over to her like, yo, we let's not get ahead of ourselves. We just go on in there, slap some paint on those feet, and we're going to go and get up out of there. Okay, so I don't want you to, I don't want to hurt your feelings when we get in there. I don't want you thinking that it's going to be this, that, and another. So I'm just trying to explain to you how it's going to work out and on your behalf, right? Now, I didn't take her self-esteem out. I didn't kill her joy or anything like that. She was just like, Dad. I was like, in my mind, I'm smiling with her, but I'm just like, I'm dead serious, like seriously. And so we get there, right? So you all know who have been to a nail salon before. They have the guy that, or the woman that speaks English the best right at the counter to, kind of welcome you when you come into the nail salon. So he walks up to us, how can I help you? I'm like, yeah, I'm here to get my daughter's feet done. Just keep it simple, man. Keep it basic. She's just 9-year-old girl, just, trying to do what she do. Go ahead and get her feet done. She's going to go over here, pick up the paint. You guys go ahead and slap that paint up, and I'll be right over here. You're like, oh, yeah, okay, no problem, sir. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. That's fine. Now, I knew something was up, right? So soon as he called the lady from the back, she comes from the back. She grabs my daughter by the hand. They walk over there to the chair. But it wasn't like just a chair to where, someone is just going to sit down and get paint slapped on their feet, right? It had water, it had a recliner, it had bubbles. She was sitting at the end. Like, it was like a whole big event. And so I wasn't prepared, but needless to say, I went ahead, go ahead and take a seat, right? I'm here for my daughter. Want to make sure that she has a good time. So I'm excited, right? So I go over there and I go to sit down. They have a game on, but it's in the background and it's so loud in there, right? And as I'm looking around, I'm trying to watch this little football game, but I'm just observing like what's going on, right? And it's a lot of, and this is just in my opinion, there's a lot of nothingness going on in a nail salon. I'm talking about complete, like, it's just, I've never went to a place that people are being served and they're on the phone. It's kind of like when you go to the post office, they tell you to put the phone up. Or any place that you go, you have to put your phone up if they're going to serve you or address your issues or concerns. Nope, not at the nail salon. One can be on the phone talking while getting their feet done, while getting their hair done. I'm talking about switching hands, talking loud, and the only time they come up to address the person that's serving them is to say, or to let them know that they possibly made a mistake. That's the wrong color, or that's the wrong shape, or I don't like that, or start all over. And so I'm fed up at this point. I'm like, yeah, this is too much for me. I'm gonna go ahead and go in the car, and I'm gonna let Juicy have her moment, right? So I go to the car, and another thing, the fumes in there, way too much. It's like a overdose of this like alcohol, but it's not really an alcohol smell. It's like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those who have been to the nail salon, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's this smell that goes all the way through your nostrils and like hits you in the back of the head. Enough of that. Like, I was just like, yeah, I gotta get out of here. I need to get some fresh air. And so I leave out, I go sit in the car, and it took about 10, 15 minutes, maybe even 20, because there was someone in front of her. She just set her down while she took care of one of her other clients, and then she got back to her. Cool. In the car, played like 2 games of spades, a little computer game on the phone. I see Juicy at the door, hence giving me the notification that she's ready to go. I'm like, okay, that's cool. All right, so I go in there, and I was not expecting this at all. We get to the register. I'm like, all right, this should be cool, about $15, $20 at the most. I maxed it out in my mind, $20 most, max. Because I'm judging it off the size of her foot. 9-year-old girl, size 5, right? No more, $15, $20. Boy, was I wrong. Got to the counter. The lady rung it up, boom, 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 boom. That'll be $40. I'm like, in my mind, $40? Yeah, all right, I'm gonna chill. I'm not even going to embarrass my daughter up in here. I really want to know what's going on, though. So I just simply asked her, what's the $40 for? Oh, she got pedicure. We washed her feet. Boom, boom, boom. So part of a pedicure, if you just want a simple pedicure, fathers, just slap paint on the feet, get up out of there, you have to say that. Otherwise, they're going to wash your baby feet, scrub her ankles, and like, how much crust can she have on her ankles as a 9-year-old girl? Like, she hasn't, like, are we serious right now? All right, so anyway, so $40. I paid her $40, but my daughter can obviously see the frustration on my face. So we get back in the car. She's like, Dad, you all right? I'm like, yeah, baby, you good? You good? You like your feet? Those really look nice. All right. Another thing, you're going to wear sandals all day today, okay? We're going to show that $40 off. I'm just letting you know that right now. But no, baby, I'm good. I'm cool. I just didn't understand how the process works. So now that I know, we're gonna figure this thing out. All right. So I listen. It was the funniest moment ever, probably for her. But $40 for a size 5 foot, yo, that was just like, I was tripping all day. But she definitely wore those sandals all day. Like, we showed that $40 off. I'll tell you another thing. So the following 2 weeks, when she went to go get her nails done, all right. Now, fellas, I don't know, but you need to abreast yourself of how the nail salon works. Like, you need to know what's going on at the nail salon. Because you got gel, you got shellac, you got stiletto, you got different colors, you got, it's just a bunch of stuff. It's like going to Starbucks. You just don't know. You just like, give me the basic. Like me, when I go to the store, just give me the mannequin. I don't have time to be shopping through racks and all that. It just makes it too complicated. So fellas, I'm letting you know right now, abreast yourself before you take this idea and you run with it. Just make sure you know what's going on at the nail salon. So anyway, two weeks, fast forward. Boys go get their hair cut. Now it's time for her to get her nails done. So we go up in there, right? The dude hit me right there. Again, how can I help you? Hey, listen, I just need her to get paint on her nails. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? She's gonna go ahead, pick out a color. She's gonna, y'all can clip her nails, do the little buffing and all that type of stuff, and then just slap the paint on. Right? That's all I want. You want shellac? You want gel? Yes, I want all that. Just slap the paint on there and do what you need to do. All right. So again, he calls a young lady from the back. They grab my daughter's hair. They walk her over to the seat, sit her down. At this point, I'm kind of in a routine, right? I remember what happened the last time. I immediately go to the car. All right. So no longer than about 5 minutes, I sit down, about to pop open the game of spades. I get a text message. I look at the text message. Dad, she doing my nails wrong. So in my mind, y'all know how I feel about Juicy. That's a sign of, hey, Dad, come help me. I immediately jump out the car. I go right in there. I go walk right over, see what's going on. It touched my heart so much because my daughter knows that I'm just a traditional guy and I don't like all that extra stuff on her. I like her natural hair. She doesn't need all that makeup. She just knows who I am. So I just appreciate that about her. So when I went in there, they had some nails on my baby, like the fake nails. They was like this long, coming all off, right? And so I just appreciated that my daughter told me like right away instead of coming to the car and I possibly flip out, right? I probably wouldn't have flipped out, right? We thought before emotions, but still, she just let them know or let me know that they were doing it wrong. So I just politely told the lady, hey, listen, you got to start all over. All right. We can't have all the long nails on there. She's rocking her regular nails. So take all that off, pop it off or soak it and take it off however you need to do it. Just make sure you don't hurt her and just start from scratch. Now, I can see on the lady's face that she was upset, but at the end of the day, like, I'm just not having it. If she wanted me to pay extra because it was a job that was already in progression, I probably would have paid a little extra, but we're not rocking around with the long nails that curve at the top or that's pointy and all that. She's 9. Like, nobody's doing that. Who lives like that? We don't. But anyway, she ended up getting them fixed, but I was just so proud of her, for her just understanding who I am as a person. And she was just smiling the whole time. So, fellas, I say all that to say this. Be prepared when you go to that nail shop. I'm just letting you know that right now. Now, if you're already knowledgeable about it, hey, have at it. Go ahead, do your thing. This is just another way that you can spend quality time with your daughter. For fellas, for the ones that's standing up and being in their children's life and trying to spend some time with the daughter and just trying to figure out the way, I suggest you go in there on your own, look at the menu, take a couple notes, see what's going on, ask questions. What is shellac? What is gel? Right? And another thing, if it's still gel on your hands, they're going to charge you extra $5 to take that off your daughter first. So you need to make sure that she's popping that off or whatever, soaking it off for her, and the stuff is tough to come off too, by the way. And again, I'm just letting y'all know, fellas, like, just another opportunity to spend time with your daughter, but be prepared. All right? Now, that's my rant for today. Another episode of Black Father Symptom, where we are changing the narrative of how fathers are depicted as well as discussed in today's society. Fathers, we out here. Continue to stand up. Continue to be in your children's life. If I can do it, y'all definitely can do it. Right? Let's keep going. Black Father Symptom.